Hey guys, so this video is not going to be a vlog because I just hit 1000 subscribers, alhamdulillah, and I thought of making a Q&A video because I get a lot of DMs from you guys on a daily basis about like my life here as an international student. So I thought of making a separate video with all of the questions that you guys asked. So I wanted to make this video at least 1 week ago, but my deadlines are coming up, my exams are coming up, I have my thesis, and I wasn't able to upload anything on my YouTube. So if I miss out on an important question or anything, you can always ask me in my DMs, or it's better if you ask in the comments, so it helps other people as well. Please ignore my dog. So yeah, I think we should get into it now. The first question is, where are you from? So I think I've mentioned this before, but if you don't know, I'm from Pakistan. I'm from Lahore. The second question is, how long have you been in Belgium? So I came in 2024. I came in August, so it's been 10 months already. I feel like I've accomplished nothing in the past 10 months. Anyways, so the third question is, what is your educational background? So I did my bachelor's from Vrije Universiteit Lahore. I have a bachelor's in food and nutrition. So I am a clinical dietitian. I did my clinical training from Lahore, and then after my clinical training, I moved to Belgium for my master's. Can you tell us about your IELTS journey? I didn't really go to a school or an academy or something. I before 3 or 4 days before my test, I found this it was on YouTube. It was a 10-hour long video, and they explained each module in detail, what to expect and how to answer and everything. Yeah, and I practiced some mock exams that were available online. So that's how I prepared for IELTS. And I got 7.5 bands. Yeah, 8 bands. I don't really remember, but it was either 7.5 or 8. Yeah. The next question is, why did you choose Belgium? So the thing is, I first visited Europe in 2018. I visited Belgium then for the first time as well. And so I thought to myself, if I end up doing a master's from abroad, I would definitely do it from Europe and nowhere else. And yeah, that's why I chose Belgium. And there's another reason why I chose Belgium, but I think if I discuss everything right now, there won't be any answers for the rest of the questions, so you will have to stay tuned. Anyways, this is one of the most asked questions. How am I able to afford such a nice house as a student? Guys, the thing is, and this is the rest of the answer for the previous question, I have family here in Belgium, and I'm living with them. I'm not living alone in a student dorm. So that's why I'm able to live in a very nice, alhamdulillah, very nice big house. And I have my dog with me. I don't know if you can tell, but this cushion in the corner is my dog. How did you convince your parents to let you move abroad for your master's? Okay, because I think for brown parents, the biggest issue is safety. And since I had family living here, they were fine with me doing my master's from Belgium. But I think that if I had wanted to go to another country, a country where I didn't have any relatives living, they wouldn't have let me go. But the thing is, honestly, my mother is the one who actually suggested that I should, because like at the end of my bachelor's and my clinical training was about to start, she was the one who actually suggested that if I'm going to pursue a master's, might as well do it from abroad than Pakistan. So I think that since she was like super supportive from the start, I didn't really have like issues with my parents letting me, like giving me permission to move abroad. And you know what I did to convince them, like to show them that I was serious about this, when my mother suggested it, like I immediately booked my IELTS exam to like show them, you know, that I am serious for this, and like I got good bands, and without any kind of, you know, going to an academy or something. I think that showing them that you will be able to handle it, and you know, like you're serious about it, and like they knew that getting a master's is something that's important for me. So I think that these things, you know, made it easier for me to, you know, made it easier for me and for them to let me move here. So how do you deal with homesickness? Like, you know, I am honestly, like I get a lot of DMs, as I said, on a daily basis from girls, especially asking me how I manage, you know, to live alone, to live in a dorm. How do I manage the homesickness and everything? And I don't really answer them because, you know, like my case is a bit different than like a usual Pakistani girl who moves here alone and she has to live in like all by herself in a university dorm or something. If we talk about this question, like how do I deal with homesickness, because I don't, because, you know, as I said, I live with relatives, and it's not like they're my distant relatives or something. Like without sharing any personal details, like they're very close. Like I was close to them even before I moved here. So because of that, I'm not really homesick. I am sometimes, especially the food, but yeah, because I talk to my classmates and like, you know, other Pakistani girls that I know. There's only one actually, why would I say that? And you know, like they're super homesick and it makes me sad. But like I'm lucky in this sense because yeah, I'm grateful. So next question, what is your university? I've mentioned this before, but I am from VUB. It's Vrije Universiteit Brussel. It's in Brussels. It's one of the top public universities of Belgium. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. So the next question is, this is asked a lot, like a lot. What is your program? So, as I mentioned before, that I am a clinical dietitian, and I don't know if you all know, but if you are from a healthcare background, it's very difficult, next to impossible, to find a degree, like a higher education degree, like a master's, even a bachelor's in English related to healthcare. Because, you know, like in Europe, each country has its own language, and like they can't really have you come and study in English, and then when you go into the hospital you're not able to speak the local language, and like so like you'll stand there looking stupid. So because of that, when I was doing my clinical training in Pakistan, in Lahore, I was really interested in research, because when I had to do my bachelor's thesis, it was during the COVID time, and my experience was horrible because I didn't learn anything. So I wanted to do it right this time. So I came across this research masters in BUB. So it's basically this is why I don't answer this question whenever I get it in DMs, because I have to explain it. And I know, because even if I just say that I'm doing this research masters, they'll have more questions. So that's why I don't answer it. I wanted to make a video, a special video like this, so it's easier for you guys to understand without me having to repeat it every day. So it's a research masters, and there's 13 people in my class, including me. So it's a very small group of people, and it's and like all 13 of us are from a different healthcare background. So it's like a multidisciplinary program. So in my class there are doctors, nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists, and I forgot the rest. But yeah, like there's 13 of us and everyone is from a different healthcare background. So since it's a research master's, it's heavily focused on research, to the point where we don't really have theory. Like we had theory in the first semester, but we don't have it anymore for the rest of the 3 semesters. I think there's a little bit of theory, but like it's mostly research, to the point that now I am fed up. I hate it. I hate research. Like guys, I cannot do this anymore. I know the reason why I applied for this master's is because I wanted to do research, but guys, I was wrong. I hate it. Anyways, so like most of us are doing research in their in their healthcare background. So like my research is about, without giving much details because it's still unpublished, but my research is about nutrition, the effect of nutrition and exercise in older adults. So it's, by the way, it's a research master's in gerontology. To explain it in simple terms, it's a research about older adults. So if you don't know what gerontology is, it's basically like if you're a healthcare worker, then you know that you have to deal with older adults a lot. Like your patients are like a big percentage of your patients are older adults, except if you're like a pediatrician or something. So because of that, it's easier to have people from different healthcare backgrounds, because mostly all of us have worked with older adults older adults before. So the research is about your educational background, but it's focused on older adults. But there's also some class fellows of mine who are not, like, who deviated from their original healthcare background. So like it depends on your situation, because it's a multidisciplinary program, but there is still some limitations to like the kind of research that you can do. So if you're someone who wants to do a PhD, like you are sure that you want to do a PhD, this is the perfect program for you, because the professors here like really want you to do, like, immediately after this master's, they really want you to do a PhD as well. But guys, like, the program is not easy at all. Like, it drains you. Like, right now I am fully drained and I still have to meet a lot of deadlines. Anyways, what is the tuition fees? So for my program it's 4,000 euros, but I think from this year they've increased it to maybe 4,500, but I don't know, maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, mine is 4,000 euros. Are studies in Belgium difficult? I can't really answer this question because, as I said, my program is like research based. The research is difficult, but like I'm assuming they mean like how difficult it is to pass the exams and everything. From what I've heard from like other like people from other programs, it's not easy, because this is what I've heard. Like, I'm not sure, but this is what I've heard. But from the people that I've talked to, they say that it's very, like, it's almost a miracle if you pass all of your exams in the first try. So it's very common to, you know, like fail 1 or 2 exams and then have to like do a retake. Managing studies with like a student job and everything, it's not easy. For my master's, like, exams is not something like that big of a deal. Like, obviously you need to pass, but like you don't really like, especially after the first semester, you don't really have to study much. It's mostly research. But in the first semester, yeah, there was theory. I was able to pass all of my exams in the first try, alhamdulillah. But that's not the same case overall in Belgium, and this is what I've heard. And I know that it's true as well, because I see what they mean when they say this. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. The next question is, are you doing a student job? Yes, and I made a vlog about it as well. I'm doing a student job in a restaurant. How are you able to bear expenses? I don't really have many expenses like compared to like a normal like other Pakistani students, because as I said, I live with relatives. I don't have to worry about things like rent or groceries or anything. So yeah, like I'm not really qualified to answer this question. But yeah, the expenses that I do have, I manage them through my student job. How do you deal with the language barrier? So here I live in Flanders, which is the Dutch part. Everyone speaks English here. Like whenever you ask them for help, like they're super nice, they're super helpful, good-natured people. But I am taking Dutch classes, and the thing is, when I try to speak in Dutch in like a pharmacy or a grocery store, they answer me in English because I'm sure they think my Dutch is pathetic. Anyways, on to some practical questions. How do you find affordable housing in Belgium as a student? Guys, I don't know because I never had to worry about this thing, and this is a question that I get a lot, and I'm like always feel so bad for not being able to help. But yeah, like I don't know. Maybe I can ask a friend, and like for like all the practical questions, I can ask a friend of mine to answer like the practical questions because they've been through like the real stuff. Like please don't underestimate my suffering. I have suffered too. I have left my country as well, guys. Like I'm not a princess, like I kind of am, but like not really, okay? But yeah, maybe I can ask like a friend of mine to like make an interview kind of video. I don't know, like I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll see. The next question, when will we get a room tour? Guys, please don't set me up like this because my mom watches my videos, and if she sees the condition of my room, yeah, I think she'll book a flight and come here to clean it herself. Do you think pros outweigh the cons overall about living abroad? Yeah, like I don't like there is cons definitely because it's not easy to leave your house and like move to an entirely new place. But like seeing the the situation in Pakistan regarding the like job opportunities and things like that, like it's a good decision if you like move abroad for like better opportunities. So yeah, I would say it's definitely like it definitely takes a toll on your mental health and like physically even, but I think like once you succeed, it's something like very fulfilling, I would say, and like you learn so much about the world and like yourself, and like you grow as a person, you experience so much and you get to see new things, new places, and I think like I don't think you can ever have regrets about something like that. So I think like for me personally, I think this is like for me personally it was a great decision on my end, especially like being like a girl from Pakistan. Like for me it was an amazing, like it's been an amazing experience so far, especially like if you're a girl, don't hesitate to answer, like come in my DMs and ask questions, because I get a lot of DMs about from girls and even their sisters and their moms and like their big brothers trying to ask me about my experience living here alone, like living here in Belgium as an international student, and I'm always like I try my best to reply and give my honest perspective, so it makes it easier for them to like make a decision about whether to send their daughter or not. Next question, do you recommend Belgium? Is Belgium safe for girls? Do I recommend Belgium? Like without getting political, I honestly like think that we don't really have many options. Like I'm lucky in the in the sense that this was my target from the start. I wasn't really looking at the US or the UK or Australia, which are like the first options for most of the people. But yeah, like seeing the situation of like our like the ranking of the passport and things like that, like inflation and everything, I don't think we have a lot of options. Was choosing Belgium for me a good decision? For me, it was good. Do I think that it's safe for girls? So the thing is, I don't live in like one of the the metropolitan cities. So like the smaller cities are super safe, guys. Like don't worry, like it's super safe. I like go out in my bike after midnight and it's super fine. Like it's super safe. Still, I mean, yes, you still have to be cautious, but like that's you being proactive about it. Like it's like even if it's the safest city in the world, you still need to be cautious. But for the bigger cities, I think the bigger cities are also safe, except for maybe Brussels, because I'm not saying that it's a hub of criminal activities. It's not like that. But I will say, for Brussels, there's just like some extra cautions that you have to take, like not go out around midnight. Don't go to the train stations after 6-7. I'm talking about for the girls, like even for the boys, guys. Like आप यहाँ के गुजर तो है नहीं. Like it's a completely new city, it's a completely new country, and you don't know how things are here. So I think that you have to be super cautious especially in Brussels. But the rest of the cities, I think, especially the smaller cities, are super safe. The student cities like Leuven, Hasselt, they are safe as well. And in Brussels is safe as well, but you need to be a little cautious about the timings that you head out. But like, is it safe to move here alone as a girl and go to university every day as a girl? Go grocery shopping, go do your student job, like go to the municipality, go to the city hall and get your documents in order, things like that. Yeah, that's super safe. Like don't worry about that, guys. Overall, yes, like I would say it's super safe. To my last question, what are the future options in Belgium? Future opportunities in Belgium? So the thing is, since it's a European city, it's a European country, and like most European countries, you need to to get a job, you need to know the local language first. Except for I think maybe in Germany it's easy to get an English speaking job, even in the Netherlands. But I think even there now it's not that easy. But yeah, you need to know the language first to pursue jobs and more opportunities. That was it for the video. I hope you liked it. I hope I was able to answer most of your queries. If you have any more questions, you can ask me in the comments. I would prefer if you ask me in the comments, because that helps other people as well. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.